For so many of us, finding that balance between work and family is such a juggle. I spent time speaking with global music icon Guy Sebastian and his wife, fashion stylist Jules, about such matters. Do you have extended family? So obviously, there's the four of you. Do you have the opportunity to meet with your parents and extended family?
Yeah, well, they don't live in Sydney, so unfortunately, they
come
all
up
of
a
our
lot, though.
family lives in Adelaide. Yeah, but they come up a lot. Yeah, they're very
I've got
close.
my brothers and stuff, and my brother's got a kid, and they're very close. They're cousins, so they're about the same age too. And yeah, we've got family. I mean, it does get challenging because we don't have the grandparents to call on, and with our lives, it's very hectic. The schedule's, especially in the last year, with Jules is busy with her TV show that she's doing on Channel 7, and we've just been really, I've been away a lot this year trying to finish my album. I've been overseas and touring through Europe and Asia and other parts, and it's tough. It's different with kids. Like I used to do it. I'd travel all the time and there's no dramas, but now, like I'm constantly missing my kids. I FaceTime. I mean,
I was just going to ask.
Well, credit to Jules. It's a punish for her because she's happy talking to me probably once a month. So it's no, that's not true. But I'm
permission to smack him for that one.
I'll FaceTime sometimes 3 or 4 times a day, and just go. I miss my kids. So, but it's cool. Sometimes I'll be in my studio in LA. I'll just sit the phone on the speaker. I'll keep working while Hudson's having breakfast. Sometimes it's almost like we are actually just hanging out. It's amazing, the technology nowadays. It's great.
Yeah,
and it's about all the little incidentals that add up to knowing the person, isn't it?
Yeah,
those 5 seconds here and 5 seconds
absolutely. There. And it's just that presence. I don't think Hudson really felt like his dad was gone for and uncontactable. My dad's a geologist, so he goes away for a month and home for a month, or away for 2 months or whatever. My whole life, my dad was away, and when he left, we didn't see him or talk to him until he came back. It was a different time. We didn't have your Facebooks and your FaceTimes and your Skypes, and so yeah, technology's helping with relationships, I feel.
with parenting.
Yes, yeah.
Thank goodness, because it's hard. It's hard to be by yourself.
It is.
How do you?
It really is.
Are you best friends with the block of chocolate? How do you cope?
That is my reward at the end of the day. A cup of tea, chocolate and trashy TV.
Excellent.
That's what I work towards every day.
They're in bed.
Yeah. No one make a sound. I was just thinking about that last night as I closed the door to Hudson's room. I was like, okay, that's the moment that everything just stops, because once they're awake for the morning, that's it. You're just on until you're off.
It's like the battery recharge. Okay, just be still for a minute.
Yeah.
We can do this.
Yeah.
So how do the two of you keep in contact? Are you, chatting when the kids are in bed and those kind of things?
Yeah, sometimes mostly on FaceTime with Hudson and Archie in the background. Yeah, I just always make sure that we have that time together. Like if I'm with both the boys and that everyone's awake and whatever, we'll Skype in or FaceTime in to see Guy. And I don't know, it's hard to...
There's always compromise, there's always a compromise, and for me that compromise is generally sleep. So for example, this year, trying to get my album done and still be a good father and a good husband and all that sort of stuff, like I'd stay at home when they're awake, and I'll do the try and hang out with them a little bit during the day. I'd head to the studio for when they go for nap times and stuff like that. I'd be at the studio. Sometimes I'd duck home for bath time and that sort of stuff, put them to bed, go back to the studio, work till at a lot of the time 5, 6 in the morning, come home and they're just waking up. So I'd spend a bit of time in the morning and then I'd go for a nap at like 8 a.m. till sort of midday-ish, and then I'd do it all over again.
I remember one morning we literally passed on the stairs. Like I was coming down with Archie. I was like, morning. He's like, good night.
Yeah, and that happened a lot, just so I could still get a lot of work done and still make the kids feel like I was still at home and.
Whether it's via technology or over the breakfast table, working globally or from home, we can all choose to stay connected with our children.